Oh. Why are you showing up, but like when I bring another guest in, it doesn't work?
Are you set it to group or did you add my specific thing?
I'm pretty sure it is group.
Then I don't know. Maybe their Fugi is messed up.
Okay, whatever. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. My name, of course, is Am Hexblade, your head guild master and chief barista. And hi, a friend here. Say hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
We love you.
I
Anyway,
did it.
we're playing the funny pegging game.
He is. I'm not.
I like saying that it's funny.
If Peglin's so good, then when is Peglin 2? Jump.
Peggle isn't even. I wouldn't even. Peggle is literally just like it's just pachinko, like more of a pachinko game.
It's pachinko with skill.
I guess.
It's pachinko if it was an actually skill-based game and not horseshit.
What we have instead is pachinko, except, you play a little funny goblin guy.
How the fuck did somebody make a VR full body tracking suit with haptic feedback that is machine washable? Riddle me that. I don't trust that. 100
yeah, I could not try.
72 haptic. How much does this piece of shit cost?
I don't even need to like start like have any introductions really.
It's for would be, but that makes me worried. It's not very.
I don't need an introduction. It's the funny peggle game.
Peg game.
Peg game.
Women love pegging.
Oh wait. Does my controller recognize the game? Oh no. It might not, so I guess we have to do it with controller.
Oh well. Mouse and keyboard aren't working?
No, mouse and keyboard work. It's just I have another thing running in the background, which is probably eating the Steam input, so it doesn't. I don't mind. But anyway, let's see here. Who do we play as? I only have the Spinventor. Oh. And the Mr. General Peglin over here. Maybe you should just do regular Peglin with Crucible. I haven't actually gotten farther up in here. Ooh, what do we take? Head balls get +1/+2. Whenever the board is refreshed, deal damage to all enemies equal to the number of pegs. Board will contain an additional peg. Or refresh peg. The sling's good. I usually go for like damage in these. Mole. But now the real question is, do you play on fast forward or not?
That's a good question.
Because like, you know, sometimes these things take forever, but actually, let's see what happens. Because some of these could be just like incredibly boring, you know? Oh, look at it go. That was actually pretty good. That was a good first round.
Okay, I was able to find a list of games that support full body tracking in VR in case you're interested.
Go ahead.
Okay, so should I read all of them or just the ones that I think you'll actually somewhat give a shit about? Even remote chance. Because
the ones that I would probably, the ones that I would care about. I guess.
Okay, Arizona Sunshine is there. I don't know if you'd actually like that, but it's a game I've heard of versus a lot of these other ones. Wait, this list is shorter than I thought. There's no way this is all of them. Okay, this is not a comprehensive list. Okay, here's a better list. Okay. VR Chat, Chill Out VR, and something called Neos VR all support it. I may have heard of Neos, and I just forgot. Okay, I've heard of Neos. It's like a more... I think it's bigger in Japan than it is here.
Okay, so... all right.
Beat Saber, but you have to mod the game so that you can kick notes, which is a neat idea.
Oh yeah, no, that's not bad.
For people who Expert Plus is too easy, I suppose, or the people who got tired of doing the Darth Maul
Ooh,
mod where they
mirror.
tape their controllers together. Blade and Sorcery, which will allow you to kick enemies. Final Soccer VR, Goalie VR, and Climby, which are all sports games. Fit It, On Shape, Full Body Rhythm VR, Tornuffalo, Hollow Dance, Redfoot, Bluefoot Dancing, which are all dancing and fitness games supported. Live supports it because, of course, it does. And
Oh, it's a lot of orbs.
and that's kind of it. Everything else is like doesn't officially support it.
Dang. Probably the one for the shuffling would be good, and then there's the full body stuff. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't heard, I got
Slimes.
yeah, my slimes got a shipping notification, so I'm finally getting those today. Or not today, I'm getting them soon.
For those who don't know, Slimes are like IMU trackers that
Yeah.
integrate with Steam VR so that you can do full body tracking without
With
having to
that.
have base stations.
That was the main thing that I think why I think
Yeah.
they're I don't want to say superior, but like it's one major benefit.
I think I'm gonna wait for you to play VR chat and some of my other friends to play VR chat. Like I have a mutual who like is like, oh, I miss VR chat, and I'm like, it's there. It never went away. It's free. You can just install it again. You can just play it whenever you want to. You don't even need to hook up a VR headset. It's
Free.
It's
Just
free.
use a mouse and keyboard. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people who play VR chat on a semi-regular basis all play it with mouse and keyboard because they either don't have or don't want to use a VR headset.
Yeah.
They just want to be an anime cat girl.
Like, listen. Sometimes your inner ear does not jive with what's going on. We understand.
We call that being of weak constitution. Sometimes some of us just got that dog in them and are built different, as the children like to say. And
I've
by
never
built
heard
different,
any children say
I
that.
I can play Boneworks, and I could probably turn vignetting off and not throw up.
No, that's fine, but like I have to get I have to first get used to it by like walking around and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I feel like definitely. I think teleportation games are good to exist and are good for people who want to play a VR game where they have to move around a lot, but are not used to doing that and are worried or are prone to motion sickness I should say simulator sickness because it's not the same. Like car sickness and seasickness and motion sickness. All of these things are like similar in
Down with the sickness.
yeah, they're similar, but they're all ultimately different. Like the people who get sick on a small boat are not necessarily the same as the people who get sick in a car, and the people who get sick in a car are not the same as the people who get sick on a plane.
Yeah, I would get sick in a car if I was trying to look at my phone while someone else was in the driver's
there's
seat.
degrees of it too. Like everyone is to a degree prone to some form of motion sickness because that's just
how your body
is wired.
works. Yeah.
It's just some people are significantly more prone than others, and some people can sort of train themselves out of it. Apparently, like pilots are more prone, are to a degree prone to a form of air sickness because everyone kind of is, but they're more resilient to it because they've been trained
to
not be it. Because like it's exposure therapy. It's just if you eventually do it enough in a steady rate, you'll just get used to it.
I would sincerely hope that pilots would be good at that.
Well, I mean for like fighter jets. I don't think because air sickness isn't as big of a problem on a plane. It's like seasickness.
Disorientation is a thing on a plane though.
People who get seasickness.
I don't think that's the same.
Statistically, if you get seasick on a boat, if you go on a cruise liner, you're not gonna get seasick because it's too big, so the frame of reference isn't there. Like the seasickness comes from watching the horizon bob up and down while you're sitting in a boat.
Neat.
And you're not in control of said boat. And that effect weakens to the point of being non-existent once you add a bigger ship and stuff.
Why?
VR is kind of the same. VR is not necessarily the same way. Like to a degree, it is. Like if you play a racing sim or a flight sim, you're probably not going to get motion sick easily because you have the front of your car
Ooh, I
or
didn't
the
know
front
you
of
could
your
do this.
plane to act as like a reference point as a substitute for horizon.
All right, hoping for that bouncy castle one. Come on, House of Slime. Come on. No. Oh, yes. Yay! Nailed it. I'm so good at this
You
game.
did it. Also, I didn't expect Bone Labs to have a optional backrooms area with a secret in it, and I was
What's
like,
the secret?
oh,
Is it a
cool.
cow?
No, it's so you have these little gachapon capsules
Oh, okay.
in the game. So in Boneworks, you had the gachapon capsules, but you had to take them to a recycle bin at the end of the level in order to collect them, which was kind of annoying because you found like they competed for inventory space, and otherwise you'd have to hold them in your hand for the entirety of the rest of the level, which was not really favorable for me. But in Bone Lab, you just find these capsules and you just pull them apart and they just open up, and you just have the item now forever.
Oh, neat. That does sound good.
Yeah, some people don't prefer it, but I don't know. I prefer it. It's like, well, instead of having to hunt the whole level for this hidden item and bring the item to the end of the level, I found the item. It's mine now. And now I can, if I have a spawn gun, I can just spawn it, or a spawn room, I can just spawn it. And
Yeah.
I forgot where I was going with this.
Secret room. What is it?
Oh yeah, so there's I guess spoilers for a secret in Bone Lab, but in Bone Lab there's
Bone Lab.
there's a section that's a bowling alley, and you have like a go-kart and like a super powered punch glove and like a gravity gun, and you can use that to launch these giant bowling balls at these giant bowling pins, right? Well, in patch 2 they added a bunch of rooms with key cards, and you can find the key cards of like the staff of the game, and you can put it in, and you can find secret rooms that usually have a capsule for an item, and it also often has a clipboard that has lore on it. So if you want lore or you just want more items to mess with, you have a reason to go back and play some of the levels, which is a good idea, fun.
Yay, drink.
But one of the rooms, like you go to the bowling alley, and it's like, well, let me pull up what the sign says because it's kind of funny.
Ooh, a lot of these explosions.
You see this.
2 times as many bombs. Have a 7% to refresh into bombs.
Oh my gosh, I can't just look at a single image without like having to sell my soul.
Do what I did and just sell your soul early so people don't steal it again.
Yeah, the bowling alley has a sign that says Big Bone Bowling, Gravity Pins, Mega Ball, Carts, and Liminal Prison.
Liminal Prison.
So I thought the joke about Liminal Prison was like, oh, because it's a bowling alley, so it's like kind of a liminal space type thing. It's just like an empty bowling alley with like this like elevator music playing, and when you get the key card and you put it in, you can fall down a hole, and at the bottom of the hole is like a pool room that's pitch fucking black, and you get like lore text about how like there's like, oh, shit gets fucking horrible the deeper into the simulation you go. And it's like, okay, cool. This place is fucking horrifying, and I swear I hear a noise in the distance, and I don't know if that's a sound effect meant to fuck with me, or if that's an actual enemy that's coming for me, and I don't care if it's a normal enemy. I want to leave right now. So I grabbed it. I got lucky, found the item, grabbed it, and read the lore, and fucking got out of there. So yeah, I didn't think Liminal Prison was a more literal. I heard there's supposedly a big crab in there, and I didn't want to see the big crab.
Big crab.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those things where it's like some of the most horrifying moments in video games are from games that are horror games.
Oh, I love it. I love it when that happens.
You love when you get like jump scared by like a non-horror game.
Yeah, because I think it's funny. I think it's a little bit funny. Come on, hit the refresh. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Heh. Come on. Oh, it. No.
Also, someone in Bone Lab recreated a bunch of Gmod maps, like the 7-Eleven and Construct.
Nice. Now it's now Gmod has VR support.
I mean, someone in the made a joke review of Bone Lab on Steam where it's like they made Gary's mod for VR. And it's not quite that level, but like if the community SDK improves and if they start adding more official stuff into the official SDK,
Then maybe.
for sure. Like that, the game's story is literally about like you breaking
I didn't even realize
the limits of the system and becoming a dev and changing the game and creating things.
I didn't even realize Bone Lab had even like any of that. I didn't even know it has story.
Yeah, of course it has. Well, I mean, in the same way, Boneworks has a story, which is it's told very vaguely, and you have to like really hunt for it, and not through cutscenes or like direct obvious stuff, and certain stuff just doesn't get explained to you.
Still, again, like still surprised that there's like
My
something
favorite.
there. I always thought it was like basically, like I said before, like not Gmod. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like it has a campaign, it has a story, but I literally beat the story in like 2 4-hour sessions. Like it's very short. But the whole point is that it's meant to kind of be replayed, and it definitely feels a lot more replayable than Boneworks does, because Boneworks is more like, here's a 15-hour video game story. And have fun, and there is some replay value and some sandbox stuff. But for the most part, the game is over, and you can just go and find all the collectibles and find maybe some more bits that were added in patches. That's kind of it.
Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. Oh,
No.
no. Oh.
So I guess explain for us lay people, what do each of the pegs do?
The bomb ones I have to hit twice, and they do an AoE on everybody. My damage is dependent on the amount of pegs or crit I have.
What does the orange pegs do?
There's a coin in them, and I can use coins for monies.
What about the exclamation mark one?
That's the crit.
And what is the R? Is that heal?
Refresh. It refreshes the board.
Ah, so it just puts all the pegs back.
Yeah. I'll hit one right now.
All right, that went pretty good. And I guess you get that because it's like, hey, I need to do damage, and you know.
And then I have each ball does like something special.
Are you
according to
limited
the
in
side
how
there?
many? Are you limited by a certain amount of orb?
No. Well, as many as you can buy.
So they all turned red. What did that do?
I didn't even know what that did. I'll be real. I don't know
It looks
what
like the balls each have a different effect.
Yeah, they all do.
Grants 3 spinnies. after attack.
Spiness. It's like finesse, but
Spiness.
not.
Spin.
Sphere.
Do you upgrade orb or do you heal? You are at half health, it seems.
Heal. Well, I have enough gold. I can do both.
Alma, if I got a PNG tuber of myself for when I play VR games, what headset should I put on myself?
Reverb. I think the
Why the
reverb GT
reverb?
looks cool. I think it looks cool.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
Or honestly, like PSVR also is a good aesthetic.
Which one?
Gen 1.
Gen 1. Gen 1 looks like I remember back when the like VR was kind of popping off in 2016, 2017.
No, wait,
Verge,
no, I had a great idea.
What?
You should get a PNG tuber that looks like you know that screenshot of Palmer Luckey from the Times.
Oh, that would be very funny. Yes. I might think about that. That might be too deep though. I don't know if people would get it. I just commissioned a bunch of emotes and they're all just half of them are references to like Doom Guy.
Doom. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, the kids aren't gonna get that because they haven't played Doom. The Zoomers haven't played Doom. Badge.
Zoomers haven't played Doom. I don't know what's going on.
The only Doom the Zoomers have played came out on the Xbox One.
I don't blame them because it was good though.
Yeah, Doom 2016
And it was good.
Eternal were great. I don't know if I made her mad by saying Doom Eternal is good. I think it's good.
I don't think Doom Eternal is bad. I just didn't have as much fun as I did with 2016.
That's fair. I remember people saying, I was like, I can't believe they put monkey bars in Doom.
The monkey bars were stupid, but whatever, I guess. Platforming. Ooh.
I feel like it's better than most first-person platforming, most first-person shooters that try to do that, dude.
Oh yeah, where you just jump and you're fucked. Is either you miss or yeah. No. Come on. Damn it. Fuck.
I mean, Doom 2016 did that. It's like, oh, you fell in the lava? Well, I guess you're just dead.
Well, that's fine. I meant like if you need to get to platform, like if you're on platform A and you need to get to platform B and you miss, you just go to the floor and you're like, fuck, I have to climb to A again.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Like the getting over it problem. Although that's more intentional, I suppose. Did you see that YouTube short from Pirate Software where he talked about how one time he did a stream with his chat where he literally just deliberately would fall at the same spot to go back to the beginning of the entire game just to piss off his chat? He would do it on purpose and laugh every time he did it.
That's an insane joke.
That's so good.
I wouldn't keep my sanity up for that long, honestly. Like, I'll be real.
If you're not taking it seriously, I can totally understand it.
True. Morbidor.
Shout out to Bennett Foddy in his career of making games that piss people off and are great for like streamers/YouTubers.
Yeah, but also curse you for making an entire genre of rage bait games.
I feel like those have always kind of existed. Like, I Want to Be the Guy, and like
that one.
Various Flash games.
Yeah, you're right. I guess. But like the ones that have the specific like getting over it style of like weird Unity project.
I suppose. Wait, Bennett Foddy's in his 40s? What the? I guess that kind of makes sense.
That tracks a little bit, yeah.
Okay, what has he made? Before a QWOP, he made 2 games, Too Many Ninjas and Little Master Cricket. Yeah, I love it, the personal life section. It says, Foddy is married and lives in New York City as of 2018. His wife designs hats. It's like,
his wife makes hats.
Sure.
Okay,
I guess that's an important piece of information.
It's not important. I'm glad to know that, I guess.
Alright, what else did he make? Wait,
No.
Okay, he made QWOP and then he worked on VVVVVV, but he just named some rooms, according to Wikipedia.
So he didn't do anything to VVV. Ow! That hurt.
Ouch.
So he did nothing to VVVVVV, but...
I guess he technically worked on some of the levels in an extent. He worked on something called Grip, which appears to be like QWOP, except it's rock climbing. It's like one of those rock climbing games where you push the letter.
Oh, yeah.
Something called Pole Riders. Clop, which is like QWOP, but
With
it's a horse. Something called Get on Top. Bennett Foddy's Speed Chess. Chess, please.
He didn't make 5D...
Chess, please. Check, please.
He did make 5D chess, right?
No, that's not him. Or at least he's not credited.
I need to play that with someone at some point.
Play it with me. I have a copy.
Oh, I'm just like trying to think about like, how would we even, you know, like
get drunk and have fun. That's what. That's
is that suggestion.
I have a bottle of Tres Comas in the fridge.
I have soju in my fridge. So like.
For a special occasion, and by special occasion, I mean the Tres Comas thing tastes like shit, but what would you expect for licensed whiskey?
The hell?
Wait, licensed? Tres Comas is a limited time whiskey that was released towards the end of Silicon Valley's run on TV. There's a in-universe.
Why do you have it?
Because there's a character
No, when did you buy it?
I bought it when it was a limited release. I bought it when it came out.
Huh.
I'm thinking of just drinking it and holding onto the bottle, but the bottle's actually really cheap, which is disappointing because in the show the bottle's made out of glass and like looks like it's quality. And I could understand the liquor being cheap, but it would have been nice if the bottle was a higher quality just to have. But there's an in-universe billionaire called Russ Hanneman who like interacts with the main cast a lot, especially like season 3 onward, and he fucking his whole identity is tied to him being a billionaire, and he's super insecure about it. And at one point he commissions a liquor, like a tequila called Tres Comas, because it means 3 commas, because a billionaire has 3 commas in it.
Wow.
Oh, it's so good. He's such a great character.
That's more self-centered than I was expecting.
He has a painting of 3 commas, and when his wealth drops to 902
commas,
it drops to like $985 million. He has a painting that he previously had of like 3 commas in his living room, and when he finds out that one of his investments didn't go well, he fucking literally punches he punches the fucking one of the commas on the painting with the 3 commas on it because he doesn't have 3 commas anymore. He even tells that like he's like looking depressed and drunk and like he hasn't shaven or showered in days, and the characters are like, and he's like, I had to sell my Bugatti, and then he's like, yeah, but there's a McLaren out front, and he's like, so it's like, oh my god, I love that. It's just so stupid. Like, they initially go to him because they're getting sued and nobody wants to invest in Pied Piper, and he's like, and initially they say, it's like, aren't you worried that like you're gonna get sued from investing with us? He's like, shit, no, I've got 3 enemies suing them right now. I'm just like, okay. He also hosts a thing called Rustfest that's like just kind of an episode partially designed to make fun of Burning Man and the people who go to Burning Man.
Understandable, because it's really easy to make fun of those.
There's a moment where he talks about like makes an analogy of like the main character Richard not knowing what he wants to do with his life after he sells his company, and he fucking jokes about his Russ Hanneman jokes about his grandfather that came out while waiting for his to pick up his kid from elementary school, and it starts like cussing up a storm at the start of an elementary school. It's I don't know. It's funnier. I'm doing that thing where people talk about something that's really funny, and the other person so it doesn't sound funny.
So it doesn't land. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You should just watch the show and find out for yourself.
I mean, true.
And then you don't do it.
And then I don't do it. Yeah.
Because you hate me.
No, I don't.
And then when's movie night? When's the watch party in the serve?
Come on. Okay, he's dead.
Oh yeah, you heard about PSVR 2 and how it has like built-in foveated rendering support, right?
No, it did not.
Yeah, they
also,
have...
what's foveated rendering?
Okay, so
I heard the word the word FOV is in there. I mean, that's not a word. The
foveated rendering is the idea is like, okay, what if you put eye trackers on a VR headset so you can tell
and then you
exactly...
occlusion.
Well, not occlusion. You track where the eye is moving so that because right now, if you have a VR headset, the headset is rendering everything you see at full quality, even if your eye isn't directly looking at it, right? So with foveated rendering, what you can do is you can say, okay, well, you're not actually looking at the entire panel. You're only looking at part of the panel on each eye. So we can just lower the quality of everything you're not looking at as long as we can track your eyes. The software just needs to support it. And since every PSVR headset has eye tracking, a lot of PSVR games have foveated rendering built in. So like,
so it's
Horizon,
LOD for your eyes.
yeah, like it basically drops the texture quality and resolution of the part of the display that you're not looking at. And it's obvious on screen recording, but to your human eye,
You
can't
aren't seeing
tell.
it because you're
Yeah, it's at
what
the
would
edge
be
of your
rendered
peripheral.
guard, it would be
Yeah.
in your periphery.
It's on your periphery, and by the time you look at it, it's already adjusted because to match that you are now looking at it. So like, you can't move your eye fast enough to see it.
Not bad and very cool of an idea.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame that
I wish
the
this-
Meta Quest actually doesn't support that, and I'm sure part of that is because it was meant more of a productivity tool, and also,
There's no
The
eye tracking
Meta-
in the MetaQuest.
yeah, there is. What are you talking about? The Meta Quest Pro, there is.
Oh, the Pro. Huh. Okay.
There's eye and face tracking, and they added tongue tracking too.
Yeah.
VR chat content creators and players are actually buying MetaQuest Pros now because it has face tracking, and it's better than any other face tracking that they can reasonably get.
Oh yeah. Because,
Everything
and-
else requires external shit you have to strap onto the headset.
right. And
Which-
it would be a pain unless you have like a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Which I know
Also-
that like some people who are into like VR also have that in addition.
Also, there's a fucking the HTC one requires this weird jank software that can generate massive log files in like single digit gigabytes,
That's stupid.
and it can do that in one session, lasting minutes.
That's insanely stupid, actually.
Yeah, it is. And you know what HTC did about it?
Nothing.
They discontinued the product and did nothing to fix it.
Nailed it.
Good job, HTC. Has any company dropped the ball harder when it comes to VR? Probably Pico, but HTC's up there.
I haven't
They-
seen. I don't even. Oh, I almost forgot about Pico.
Yeah.
I was thinking
they
about the
did-
Pimax actually. I'm like, did they drop
Um,
anything? I don't think they did.
I mean I think they're still making shit.
Yeah. So
It's
at least
just
they.
they're just like, we're making decent Steam VR headsets with a wide field of view. It's just they're expensive, and also now they're having to compete with big screen. I feel like
everybody else
Pimax
in the VR screen.
yeah, but I feel like Pimax is more like focused on like sim racers.
I guess so.
Like I go on their website and I'm like, all of this is pointing at sim racers.
Oh dang.
Yeah, like they have 3 bundles. They have the Crystal Sim Flight, and the Crystal Sim Racer.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
to me,
so
is like,
it's race. So
okay.
it's a lot of racer headset stuff.
Yeah, it's like this is targeted at like people who want to play Sims, not people who is that a fucking Final Fantasy character they have as a picture? Or is that just a character that like okay, hold on, I'm taking a screenshot of this. Don't tell me this doesn't look like a Final Fantasy character. This looks like some Tetsuya Nomura looking ass. I'm posting this I'm sending this to you in your DM.
That's Lightning / Aerith.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a render of a character
Aerith.
that looks like Tifa and Aerith and Lightning put together. Which is really weird.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure that's just something they commissioned, but
That's
like,
just a coincidence. I don't.
well, I say it, but then they have like a picture from Skyrim VR, so maybe not.
Maybe there's something.
I have QLED plus mini LED panels for lifelike graphics. Oh, the backlight is mini LED.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's different than micro LED, which I think is individually lit. I'm not mistaken.
You are asking the wrong person because I've forgotten all about those.
Also, I think Pimax's whole thing is that you have one display, not 2, right?
One big old display, yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, there's not inherently anything wrong with that.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Wow, 144 hertz
Come
really
on.
still be like a niche feature for VR. which I kind of get why, because it
Production for it
at
would
that
be really
resolution.
hard, so I don't blame it in any sense.
Yeah, it's
Come
like
on.
it says refresh rates are either 72, 90, 120, or you can do 144 or 160 in a test mode. Though it does support HDR, which is cool.
Okay, that's nice.
2880 by 2880 per eye, which is pretty good.
I'm trying to hit that. Come on.
125 degree
Come on.
horizontal field of view. Yeah, they're still killing it with their field of view. They definitely got that down.
Come on. Oh my god.
It's also $1,600. So no thank you.
Yeah, I'll never.
PC VR, like dedicated PC VR, to an extent feels a little aspirational still, unfortunately. Which,
Oh my god.
honestly, that's probably makes the most sense. Like, the future of VR
Hit the crit. Hit
is
the crit.
for the masses at least, is kind of mobile. No?
No. Is mobile chips standalone devices? Yeah.
Yeah, that can connect to a PC. Like, for most people, I think that's enough. That's all they really want or need. And then for people who are enthusiasts who want to do like sim racers or full body tracking, they want dedicated PC hardware.
Yeah. Come on.
And are willing to dedicate a room of their house just to play video games and nothing else.
I don't. That's why I did the the other alternative.
Yeah. It is kind of a shame though that like Meta doesn't really have any competitors in the space of standalone stuff. Like Pico kind of existed, but they never really went outside of East Asia, and now they seem like they kind of gave up. They laid off a ton of people and they're focusing on AR now. Like, damn, we couldn't compete with Facebook, so let's compete with Apple instead.
Dead. That was hard. That was kind of annoying. Let's see here. Double damage slime.
What is HTC even making for headsets these days? What have they got?
HTC's making items in general.
Yeah,
Impossible.
they didn't go out of business. They just stopped making phones. They sold their phone division to Google,
Ooh.
which went okay, I guess. Let's see, what products does HTC? Oh my god! So I want to take a guess at what the top 3 items are under the products tab on HTC's US website.
What? Like a phone?
5G,
Ooh.
blockchain phone, and Vive.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We're still
I've
on
never even
blockchain
heard-
phones?
I've never even heard of the blockchain thing. It's called the Exodus One X. Oh, it's tied to Binance. That's funny.
That is funny.
The largest crypto exchange meets the Swiss bank in your pocket. I don't know if that's how you want to talk about your product.
It's not happening.
I guess for
Well,
crypto people, maybe that's a positive.
I'm pretty sure there are only 2 crypto phones out, and both of them are bad because one of them's based on Solana.
I mean, Solana's tanking.
Ex-
Also, like, what fucking
No,
apps
that-
that are
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
useful and not related to NFTs
Wallet,
that are on
and
Solana?
that's it.
It's like
That's it.
wallet, NFTs, fucking nothing else.
Correct. That's it.
I'm looking it up. Solana apps. Okay, what's the ecosystem?
If I also remember right, I believe iJustine bought that, did a review on that phone as well.
She did a review and she kind of softballed it. If I'm gonna be real, it like really.
Well, because she owns Solana.
MKBHD did a review and he tore it to shreds.
Yeah.
It's like, say what you will about MKBHD, he's got integrity at least.
I mean, it's a blockchain phone. Like,
It's like.
do you expect it to be good? You have dumb expectations. Your expectations are wrong. Okay.
It's like
here it
the
goes.
creator with the
Come on.
with their hand in the pie and a NFT project built on Solana is pro Solana. Shocker. Loves the phone made using Solana. The content creator known for liking and reviewing Apple products. Loves the Solana Android phone.
Not a great. It doesn't sound great.
Nope. Alright, what the fuck are these things?
Come on,
What
no.
Solana apps? So, popular app is a secure messaging and trading app, an entertainment ecosystem with crypto-back rewards, crypto, virtual platform. Oh my god, these all are just like wallet. Like
They all sound like things that don't need to exist.
wallet to wallet chat. What does that mean?
That's just chat.
I also love that the chat app is advertising to follow them on Twitter and Discord. Like, bruh.
Out of touch. Out of touch. Old. L ratio fell off. Everything else.
My dad owns crypto and has apparently installed Discord on his phone and joined a few Discords, and he doesn't understand how to use the app on his phone. And I'm just like,
Why did you do this?
I'm just like, I mean, Discord isn't the most user-friendly thing, right?
I guess. But I mean, it is Electron, and literally everything in the world now uses Electron.
It's Electron on desktop. On PC, it's not Electron. Or on phone, it's not Electron. It's
Oh, it's
React.
not. Oh.
No, Electron is only on desktop.
Oh.
It was its own thing, I think, on Android, and then they updated it to React, and everyone got mad. And then they did it anyway.
Yeah, it sounds right.
I believe it was mainly just because it was like, it's kind of a pain in the ass maintaining two code bases that are using completely different UI frameworks.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the fact they're already having to maintain two code bases because
For different
Electron,
platforms.
Yeah, Electron isn't on mobile and probably never will be. Like, maybe you could. I don't know how different Chrome on Android is from Chrome on the desktop.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the same. Like,
I mean, like,
how
engine-wise, it's the same.
I don't know how easy it would be to make a version of Electron designed to run on Android. I know it just wouldn't work on Apple because Apple doesn't allow you to use a different rendering engine for browsers. You have to use WebKit.
Yeah.
Like, every browser is basically just a skinned version of Safari with maybe some slight different features.
Which is really... That sounds so limiting for...
It is. Developers, web devs hate it. They absolutely despise it because Safari is usually one of the last to adopt certain things. And I know Apple's supposedly like worked on like improving that reputation, but like I'm not a web dev, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I know Chrome is usually first. Firefox is usually pretty close behind Chrome.
Edge basically just is almost the same.
Well, Edge is Chrome. It's literally Chromium now.
No, I know. I meant, but they're a little behind. They're like maybe like two patches behind.
Yeah, but that's not a big deal. Like I don't think Microsoft would willingly, knowingly ship an insecure version of Edge.
Yeah, that's why they wait a little bit. To just like wait for like a CV.
fork, so like, you know, it takes time to take the fork and merge the changes over from the new version of Chromium.
Oh my god.
And then there's like Opera GX and Opera, which are also Chromium, at least for the past, like 8 years?
Yeah.
Opera used to be its own thing, and then it dropped it. Like, Firefox and Apple are kind of the last holdouts, and who knows how long that's gonna last.
Firefox, I think, is not gonna last, according to what I've seen.
Everyone just keeps complaining, and I think it's kind of a chicken and egg problem because people don't want to optimize their sites for Firefox, and at the same time,
no,
like, if people don't want to optimize for Firefox because nobody uses Firefox, and no one wants to use Firefox because sites aren't optimized to use Firefox. So like, yeah.
And now we're fucked.
And also, like, Firefox keeps trying all these different things other than just making a really good web browser, and it's just like to get people to join, and a lot of them are just dumb and get shut down, and the cool stuff is like not sustainable, so it gets shut down too. Like Firefox Send, which was a way to send a link with a file that only lasted for an hour, and then it was gone. So like you could just download send someone a quick file without making an account.
Snapchat for
files,
files.
Which obviously that honestly
that sounds
could be prone to
bad,
abuse, but like
It's like,
But
that sounds
but
heavily abusable.
people liked it, and then it was just like, yeah, this isn't really sustainable, and it's not making people use Firefox, so we're shutting it down. And then they have like a password manager, which cool. I guess every browser technically has that.
Yeah, we all have those
Did
now.
VC
so,
Face die?
Or
No,
using
you're
VC
fine.
Face.
Or not VC Face.
My tracking stuff. No, it happens when I obscure my face, and that happens when I drink a cup of coffee.
I want coffee now. I'm running out of milk, and we can't go to the store because all the roads are frozen because all the salt is in the Smash players here.
There's a smash tourney happening.
There's a Smash.
I can only tell because of all the salt on the road.
Well, there's no salt on the road because the Smash players are salty. For real though, we don't salt our roads because there's no money for it, because the government doesn't do that here. Apparently that somehow makes financial sense, except it
That
doesn't.
makes sense, I guess.
It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
I'm
no, it
sure
doesn't.
the millions,
No, it doesn't.
if not billions of dollars of people who can't fucking go to work or are now in the hospital or whose cars got totaled is totally worth the fact the government didn't want to just salt the roads before a freeze. Because it freezes like a couple of days out of the year. It's like, cool, no one's going to work. Who has to go to work. Only like all of the government departments that aren't essential are shut down here.
How am I the fuck considered an essential worker?
I remember the town of Texarkana, the Texas half, frozen over. No one's doing anything. The Arkansas half, people are just, it's a normal day. There's just snow on the road. Except it's not on the road, it's been blown off because the Arkansas government pays for that. And the Texas government doesn't.
They need to start contending to the fact that the environment is a thing in Texas. And that's happening.
It's the wind turbine's fault that we lost power in 2021.
Yeah, they
It's
sucked
not
up
the
they sucked up all the air, right?
No, it's they froze over. Totally wasn't the gas pipes that froze over because we don't require the gas companies to insulate or winterize any of their infrastructure, and so the gas, basically the gas power plants ran out of gas because the gas pipes froze because they weren't
Dang.
winterized.
Oh no! Come on! No! Okay, I don't. My run might end. No!
Thankfully,
No.
I have not lost power so far. I still have
good.
electricity, which is good because it's literally below freezing.
I didn't have hot water for like half the day. I don't know
My
what happened.
My hot water is electric, so I didn't need to worry about that, thankfully.
Oh no. Might be the end of this run, gamers.
My electric bill is actually going to probably be pretty expensive because my heater's been running constantly. Not literally, but like.
Oh,
might as
saved?
well.
Are we saved? Are we saved? Please, just hit a bomb. Please. Okay.
Let me look at this fucking HTC phone.
Are we good? Good. Come on. Okay, I think. Yeah, we're good. I live.
Wait, what do you mean it's early access?
Ooh.
Smartphone plus hardware wallet equals crypto phone. Crypto phone for digital cash, Bitcoin on mobile.
Why do
Part
all
of
of
the
these
Bitcoin.
sound like some kind of just poor sales?
You
Marketing
can store
attempt.
the entire Bitcoin ledger on a 400 gigabyte micro SD card.
Is that a requirement? Please tell me that's a requirement.
I don't think so. It seems like it's an option, and the idea is like, oh, if you want to verify something on the network, you can because you just have it with you at all times.
That doesn't feel like a great thing.
What a great way to pay for things on the internet. Also, apparently, you can verify your transactions anywhere with 4G or Wi-Fi, which every phone has.
Yeah, but each one takes like 10 minutes because it's the blockchain. Or, well, in particular, like Bitcoin, yeah, it's gonna take 5 days.
Apparently, they have some kind of trusted platform module that's separate from the operating system. It's called a TEE. I don't really understand what it is. Some kind of recovery key to help
Oh my God,
recover
look at
your
this
wallet if it gets lost, which
little face.
seems like it also isn't super secure. There's like
Little
some kind of
face.
discount Apple/Google Pay app for crypto. It's crypto phone for the future web Ethereum on mobile. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Native DApp browser. Trustless DApps protected by Zion, which is their vault. It's a Web3 browser integrated with the Zion vault.
Imagine getting associated with a Nijisanji VTuber and a crypto app at the same time. Sorry.
And
I
a
don't-
national park.
And national park.
Yeah, Zion National Park in Utah.
Oh, I don't think about Utah often. Okay.
I only know about that because of fucking Fallout Vegas.
Okay, so it's so is it actually
It's a Mormon thing. Don't worry.
is it actually called Zion National Park or is it
I'm fairly certain it's
Probably.
called Zion National.
Huh.
Yeah, Zion National Park is a national park in Utah. Let me see if I can find more details for you.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
murked.
American
No.
National Park in southwestern Utah near the town of Springdale, located at the junction of Colorado Plateau, Great Basin, and Mojave Desert regions. The park has unique geography and a variety of life zones that allow for unusual plant animal diversity. Numerous plant species as well as 289 species of bird, 75 mammal, including 19 species of bat, and 32 reptiles inhabit the park's 4 life zones: desert, riparian, woodland, and coniferous forests. The Zion
That
National Park
sounds
includes
nice.
mountains, canyons, buttes, mesas, monoliths, rivers, slot canyons, and natural arches.
That's a lot of words.
It basically is like an extremely diverse territory of land.
That's so I'm happy to hear that land is diverse. Yo, when she says your arid land is diverse. I don't know what that
Mormons
meant.
came into the area in 1858 and settled the area in the early 1860s. William Howard Taft named the area I can't pronounce that, National Monument in order to protect the canyon.
It's called the something.
Munkuntuweep. In 1918, the acting director of the newly created National Park Service, Horace Albright, drafted a proposal to enlarge the existing monument and change the park's name to Zion National Park, Zion being a term used by the Mormons.
Mr.
According to the
Mormon.
historian Hal Rothman, the name change played to a prevalent bias at the time. Many believed that Spanish and Indian names would deter visitors who, if they could not pronounce the name of the place, might not bother to visit it. The new name Zion had a greater appeal to an ethnocentric audience.
You can't read it too hard.
Okay. The purpose of Zion National Park is to preserve the dramatic geology, including Zion Canyon and a labyrinth of deep and brilliant colored Navajo sandstone canyons formed by extraordinary process of erosion at the margin of the Colorado Plateau, to safeguard the park's wilderness character and its wild and scenic river values, to protect evidence of human history, and to provide for scientific research and enjoyment and enlightenment of the public.
That sounds nice.
Isn't it cool when parks are a thing?
It's
Parks are
cool when
nice.
parks are nice. I wouldn't
Anyway, let me
know
see
when
if
they
I-
wouldn't be, but I'm glad parks are nice.
I am not Mormon, so let me figure out what the fuck Zion means. Okay. Zion can apparently refer to like 7 different things. Zion it retains its biblical meaning and refers to Jerusalem. Zion is the name of a physical city founded by the prophet Enoch, also known as the city of Enoch. Zion refers to New Jerusalem, a physical millennial city expected to be located in Independence, Jackson County, Missouri.
Ew, a
Zion,
millennial city? Sorry.
well,
It's full of millennials?
apparently that millennialism is the belief that a golden age or paradise will be established on earth prior to last judgment and future eternal state of world come.
That-
Um,
So, a last bastion city is what I'm hearing?
we're building it for the end times, I guess, is my interpretation of that. I could be wrong. What else?
Okay.
Zion metaphorically refers to any group of people that are unified and pure in heart. The city of Enoch is one example of a Zion people, and the people described in the fourth Nephi is another. For Zion to be fully realized, society must be willing to live the law of consecration based on mutual feelings of charity, which is the pure love of Christ. Zion
Words
is,
are sure happening. Over
apparently
there.
Zion is the central physical location to which Latter-day Saints have gathered. This term has been applied to Kirtland, Ohio, Jackson County, Missouri, Nauvoo, Illinois.
Naboo? Like the planet?
No, Nauvoo, N-A-U-V-O-O.
I heard Naboo, and I also thought you said Naboo, as in like the 10th planet or whatever it was called again.
Zarahemla, Iowa, and Salt Lake Valley. Zion is also, according to Joseph Smith, the entirety of the Americas. Smith stated that the whole of America is Zion itself from north to south. Zion is a metaphor for a unified society, and Latter-day Saints are metaphorically gathered as members of the Church of Christ. In this sense, any stake of the church may be referred to as a stake of Zion.
That's a
I guess
lot
it's
of
just,
words.
I guess the idea is just, it's kind of, it's like a society. Like, it's like, oh, Zion is like a society that is like good and like righteous and like takes
Cool.
care of itself and people
That
and is like unified.
sounds like any other society.
I mean, the ideals of society.
The ideals of a society.
But like, I'm sure, of course, you know, living according
But
to
it's not.
principles, you know.
Yeah.
I guess it's like maybe synonymous with utopia in a sense.
I guess. Yeah. I didn't realize how far we were going into a touchy subject. I knew it was something, and then I forgot what it was in particular. I'm like, oh,
Anyway,
That's
it's,
not good.
it's called Zion National Park because a bunch of Mormons live near there, and it's also a setting in Fallout New Vegas' Honest Hearts DLC because one, it happens to be close to Vegas, so it's kind of an appropriate setting, and also because the character, the Burning Man, aka Joshua Graham, is part of the New
Ooh.
Canaanites,
rock.
who are all Mormons who survived the explosion by living in one of the Fallout tech vaults.
Hmm.
They were part of an experiment that was just like, what if we put a bunch of Mormons in the vault?
Is it? Wait, it's actually.
It worked out pretty good, TBH, and Mormonism is one of the last denominations of Christianity to survive the apocalypse.
Fascinating.
Now you have to wonder which is more entertaining: the idea of a Mormon who got covered in pitch, set on fire, and yeeted into the Grand Canyon and lived by Mormon cosplayers, and then deeply wants revenge, or the alternative is the giant fucking Mormon colony ship that is created in the expanse so the Mormons can fly into another solar system and colonize a planet, and it gets repurposed into a battleship by the Belters. Spoilers for the expanse, I guess, but who cares? You've probably already seen that bit.
What the hell?
It's a really cool colony ship. It's got, well, you know how Mormon churches have those fucking statues on the top of them, the golden statues?
No, but keep going.
The fucking the fucking Mormon ship has that. It has that at the tip of the ship. Let me find a picture.
That sounds aesthetically very entertaining. though.
Nauvoo
Come on.
expanse. Yeah, the ship is called the Nauvoo. It's N-A-U. It's just like the town I told you about. It's also known as Medina Station and the Behemoth, depending on what point of the story. It's called the Behemoth when it gets turned into a battleship, and it gets called Medina Station after the portals open up. Don't worry about those. Also, huge spoilers for The Expanse, but I don't know. Hopefully, that's divorced enough from context that no one gets mad at me. Also,
I usually, yeah.
also
When stuff
for-
is divorced from context, that's how I usually treat the spoilers. I'm like,
This is the ship, by the way.
oh,
Also
that
for
looks cool, actually.
Also, for context, in The Expanse, this is the largest ship that's been built by humans up to this point.
It does look like a combination of let's just take a buoy and make it a space. Actually, no. Yeah,
Well,
it just looks like let's take a buoy and make it a spaceship.
It has to have artificial gravity, so it spins.
So I know, and that's why it looks like a circular buoy.
Yes. Yes, it is 2,460 meters long and 960 meters wide.
Space. Okay, come on, crit, crit, crit. Nice. So I'm facing Living Wall, which is my favorite Final Fantasy character.
Apparently, it has a planned cruise velocity of 0.12 c. So
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
The star they are trying to go to is Tau Ceti, which is 12 light years away.
they'll get there in 100 years.
Yeah, that's why it's a colony ship.
Math?
In The Expanse, they don't have FTL initially. In the books, apparently, towards the end, they get FTL, but not in the beginning.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna live against this guy. Come on. No. Come on. No.
Yeah, apparently it
No.
can carry up to 7,000 people and is crewed by 4,000. Has space for 8 medium-sized spacecraft in the docking area, as well as a bunch of tugs, which are used as retro control systems.
Come on. Oh man.
Each of the 8 drives are designed for a warship. So, but meant to be used individually for a warship. So it has 8 warships worth of force to move it.
Oh, I'm not sure if I have enough damage to deal with this guy. That's not good. Come on. No. Oh.
But yeah, the bridge has like all of this like Mormon iconography in it, and it ends up getting has like a bunch of military gear strapped onto it by the Belters because they can't afford a complete retrofit of the biggest ship in human history. So they just leave a lot of the art up, and it just gets covered in cables and like drilled through and stuff. It's
Well,
kind of
that's
funny.
unfortunate. Big rock. All right. Blink. No, don't, no! Don't, no, don't, please don't, no. No, big rock. Dang it. Come on. Come on, man.
Hey, Alma, you know what I found out is a
Come
thing?
on. Yeah, what?
Apparently somebody sells like plastic stocks that you can slot VR controllers into to make your VR games, like VR shooters, easy to play because of how hard it is to use two-handed weapons in VR.
Oh yeah, those are. Well, that's based. Somebody just took Wiimote stock and just just added a little bit of a handle to it.
Kind of, but it also seems like they like did a
I think
really
there's also
good
like
job.
feedback to it too. I think.
There are ones that have like haptic feedback integration, yeah, for like when the gun
Because-
fires.
Yeah, because I know that people are really into like VR combat stuff.
There's some 3D printed ones as well,
Yeah. Ooh, can I?
and I'm hungry.
I might be
have
able to win this. Come on.
Very little food.
I am hungry and also very small, so you can't imagine the situation it puts me in.
I mean, you're not that short. You're short-ish, but not that short.
Oh. No, that didn't even crit. Oh, oh, I'm boned. I'm boned. I'm so screwed. You crit? Crit? Please? Come on. Yeah, crit. Okay. Oh, fresh. Oh. Oh! Come on. No. Oh. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's a very good section. All right. Come on. All right. Maybe I think I'll live at like. It's gonna be tough for sure. Come on. No. Okay. Oh. Yay! Go, 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 go. Nice. Please hit it. No. No. Oh, okay. No. Oh, there it goes. Alright. I need this thing to hit one bomb. Come on.
I always think I think it's hilarious that VR companies that make like a lot of accessory and stuff have to appeal to VR chat people because it's probably a huge or at least an extremely lucrative market. So they just like, fuck it, here's anime characters and furries in this like big ad of like for our full body trackers.
Oh yeah, no, you have to.
How do we make VR chat not look extremely creepy to people who don't know what it is?
I laughed. It was going to vor me, and then it died.
Good.
Good.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water and see if I have any more snacks.
Let's see here. Okay. Castle complete. Round 3. How have you been, chat? I hope you've been good. Ooh, this area is funky because there's like the wormholes on the side there. Oh, come on. They didn't even hit the bomb once. No. And they affect the gravity of the map, which makes things a little bit hard. Oh, you are fast.
Wants to bring me down. I have some Hershey's Nuggets.
Nugget?
That's what they're called.
Oh, true.
Special dark chocolate with almonds.
Oh, oh, I know what you're talking about now. I like this.
Are they in the gold wrapper? Like the gold foil?
Yeah. I usually get those for like Christmas and stuff.
These are leftover Christmas chocolates.
Wow, that's old.
What? No, that's
that...
like...
Oh, like a couple weeks.
Yeah, when did you think Christmas was, weirdo?
It felt like a year.
It's been like 3 weeks. You goober.
Okay. I may have put myself in a bad position with the damage that these are supposed to do. Boy. I may have taken you. Yeah. May have taken a bad benefit.
Playing playing Bone Lab and Boneworks has also made me realize, oh, this is one of the more complicated video game universes out there.
But yeah,
It's like, oh, you don't just have to play all of Bone Lab and Boneworks, you also need to play Duck Season. And it's like, I didn't even know Duck Season was connected at all, so I have
Duck Season.
Duck Season is a first-person VR horror game made by Stress Level Zero prior to Boneworks.
Oh, okay.
It's a game where you play as a kid and you're playing like a haunted version of Duck Hunt, basically.
And then? I'm like...
And depending on what you do, certain stuff can happen, including the demon getting shot by a SWAT team, which is really funny.
That sounds silly.
I mean, they have an ending that basically rips off the Silent Hill dog ending.
I love the Silent Hill dog.
I was about to say, you know about that, right?
I forgot the music it played when it did that. I think that's what it was, right?
Yeah. Also, like, it was at first I was thinking like, oh, maybe they planned Duck Season, like that was first, and then everything came after, and it's apparently no. In Duck Season, there's a explicit reference to Boneworks.
No, that's cool.
Before Boneworks was even announced, so it's like, oh, they had plans back then.
You know what would be
there are references to Hover Junkers as well, which is another VR game they made before Duck Season, but that one doesn't contain any references to any of the other games, so I think that's retroactive.
Oh, I've seen at least gameplay of Hover Junkers. It seems fun.
It seems fun. I wish I could play it because it's dead. It's a dead game. Nobody plays it anymore, and that's depressing.
And it's PvP oriented, isn't it?
I believe it might be PvP only, but I'll look it up. Also, if you don't have VR, you can technically play Duck Season without it, though. You can't play Boneworks without it, that's for sure. Okay. It does look like you can have custom games, which is good.
Come on. There we go.
I love that they have to explicitly say it's for VR with tracked controllers only because it's from fucking 2016.
Wow.
Remember when the Oculus Rift originally came out and only had a 360 controller and a shitty little remote for its controllers and nothing else?
And went fucking good luck, guys.
And then fucking Valve showed off the ones and Oculus was like, oh, shit. Here's the touch controllers, and the touch controllers are actually really good, but probably should have shipped with the console. At least they gave you Robo Recall, which is like the only VR game that Epic Games has ever made, I think. Robo Recall's pretty fun.
Video games are pretty fun.
I love all the reviews are like, the game is amazing. Please, God, make it free so that more people will play it. Nobody in the world is playing this game. Negative review. You see the game is good, but it's dead.
Well, that's just sad.
Dead game, but giving positive rating because you can tell it's a high quality game from a really good developer. I will continue to support Stress Level Zero because all of their games so far have been high quality goodness. That's true. I have become a not a Hover Junker, a Stress Level Zero fan. I love that the last bit of the about this game section says Hover Junkers is unlike anything you ever played. They should add and never will because it's fucking
just gone.
No, I mean we could maybe see if we can get like a 1v1s going if we both bought it, but I don't know if I'm gonna spend $20 on something I'll play like a couple of times.
From what I remember, at least of Hover Junkers, I don't think that's even possible. It's meant to be played in like a squads of like 4v4 or something.
Let me see. But yeah, Stress Level Zero, they're like a small team too. They're only like a couple dozen people.
Oh my god, I can't believe I missed that.
But yeah, apparently when they started, outside of like a couple mobile games, they like almost exclusively have done VR content in some form.
Hmm.
Not always a game. Sometimes it was like really niche experiential stuff. Like one of them is literally like a first-person Frogger.
That sounds good, but also I can like it. It seems early VR in the sense that like
It was
someone
for
could
the,
get nauseous from that real easy.
it was
right?
for the Samsung Gear VR.
Yeah, as I said, early ass VR.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like
I
all the
killed-
stuff that you don't know that Stress Level Zero did is probably on the Gear VR or the Google Cardboard.
Ooh.
But like they really hit their stride with Hover Junkers, because I remember when that came out, that was like a must-play title. But the problem with VR games is every time there's a big new multiplayer game, it's like everyone just stops playing whatever the last big new multiplayer game was and goes plays the new one.
because
And
it's
the old
so
one just
like
dies.
niche that no one.
Like I don't know anyone who ever talks about raw data ever. And I unfortunately can't say that about like the only difference I guess is VR chat, but that's because it's not really it's not the same, and you also don't need a VR headset to play it.
Right.
I guess Pavlov is an exception, but Pavlov also has the benefit of like it got a huge injection for players because it's now on PSVR, but it also hurt itself because to do that they updated to Unreal 5, and also that broke nearly every community map that exists.
Okay, boss or not as bad boss? Not as bad boss. Okay. Oh, it's this boss. Okay, this isn't bad. I just need to actually just hit the pegs. Come on.
Yeah, it looks like you
Come
can maybe
on.
do hover junkers with just 2 people, maybe. Like it's hard to tell based on footage. Oh no, there is a 1-person version. You can do single player, but it's like a wave defense mode, and
Eh.
not sure if that's really the best move. Like on the one hand, it's like cool, it's great that there's at least something you can do single player, but it does suck that
No. Aw. Aw. I wanted to get inside that circular area for pinball fun. Doink. Dead. I need
it's
to
a shame. This game looks really fun. Like I like the idea of you're controlling a little platform, you just have guns, shoot people.
It's like a good. It's a good game.
Yeah, it looks like there's a free-for-all mode. Like it
Hmm.
doesn't look like you need to have a squad of people. It just benefits from it.
Ooh, pumpkin pie. Each shot a random slot becomes a portal that can teleport orbs to the top of the pegboard. That means it's free. Oh, come on.
Well, hover junkers might be dead, but we always have Ricochet.
How many jokes can we make about Ricochet?
I don't
as a
know.
game?
Lily keeps making them, and I keep feeling encouraged to make them as well.
Don't fucking learn from Lily.
Your friends are influencing me. What can I say?
Oh no. That's what we get for being literal virtual influencers.
I'm a guess. And in exchange, I get to hear her terrible opinions about Halo. I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't mean that.
She has
Speaking-
opinions about Halo and the Destiny series and
She's the only like mutual I have that's still playing Destiny. All of my other friends stopped playing.
same, honestly.
Oh yeah, and then there's frickin' your buddy Nell is potentially playing Mega Man Battle Network.
That definitely sounds something that Nell would do. I don't know why I have.
Oh
like,
shit!
such-
Home Safety Hotline came out. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Home Safety Hotline came out?
Yeah, I'm buying that. I'm playing that tonight.
Neat.
And it's on sale. Shout out to introductory offers.
Did you see the trailer for the new Frostpunk game?
Yes, I did. I did. The only thing that kind of gave me pause was it looked like they were painting a district instead of placing the buildings individually, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, that is the case for the game.
Oh, that's actually pretty lame. I mean, I say that maybe I just need to play it and I'll feel otherwise, but part of the fun of a city builder is you're placing the buildings, like maybe for a certain category of buildings, like residential. But and I guess maybe it's going to be different because you're trying to survive the storm, but it's more post-apocalyptic instead of trying to survive the apocalypse itself, right?
But now it's already, this is post the storm.
Well,
right?
that's what I'm saying. You
So you're
survived the
basically
storm
just, now you have to fucking just deal with being a society normally.
in the post-apocalypse, yeah.
Which is, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, which is what I wanted, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping that I'd still get to individually place buildings, and hopefully that's still the case with some. Like maybe it'll be like most city builders, where it's like, oh well, like industrial and commercial and residential and like a few other types of zones. Though you just paint those on, and then like specialty buildings you individually place. But if it's paint everything on, I'll be a little disappointed.
Yeah. One of the things I do like is the idea that there's more people yelling in my ear to do things.
I like the idea of people will vote on shit.
It's not just people will vote on shit, it's you also influence how said people vote.
Yeah.
Like, you have to keep people's interests in check, too, and there's, like, political factions, and I'm like, okay, this is already kind of neat. Because that means I can side with, like, a faction and have them rule while, you know... It keeps up the, you know, the thing about the first Frostpunk where you could be, like, objectively horrible person.
Yeah, and the game kind of encouraged you to be, with the exception of like one of the DLCs where you weren't encouraged to be a trouble person. If anything, you were encouraged to be as nice as possible.
But that's a DLC, so like that doesn't like count.
I kind of like it as like a commentary on like, I guess, power. You know, like
yeah,
it's like you could be
power and
like,
corrupting,
smart about it. And like not need to do horrible shit, or you can be a complete fuck up, and it's like, well, you'll either get ousted from your rule or you have to become a fucking monster. Your choice.
We still need that coal though.
We need that coal.
Gotta get that coal though.
You could die.
Well, now it's oil though, and I'm like,
oil,
which is okay.
Black gold, baby.
It's like changing out the aesthetics for a diesel punk age is probably
that's just
good.
a kind of a natural progression, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very glad about it because I do like diesel punk as an aesthetic.
Yeah, it's a little bit rare. We almost kind of live in a diesel punk age a little bit. There are parts of our world that are diesel punk.
I want to say, yeah, I guess. I can't confirm that. Like, I can't confirm that. I can't. I don't know what to say about that.
I mean, if you've seen an area with like tons of industry, it looks more diesely than it does steamy.
Okay, true, yeah.
And then downtowns or cyberpunk if you go to certain parts of the world.
I love Singapore.
I was gonna say more like Japan, but yeah, that applies.
I love
too.
Singapore.
But then some places are just kind of their own thing, like Vegas having a fucking sphere with an eyeball on it.
The worst thing. I hate the sphere.
I love that it's potentially not making money. It's really funny.
Oh yeah, I also love that it's not making any money at all. It is very
if that
funny.
shit made money, it would have been in every
What?
major city in the world.
Why would it be making money, especially if it's in Vegas?
I don't
you
know. Somebody thought non-targeted ads that consumed the skyline were
Actually,
apparently a
wait,
good
no,
fucking idea.
Wait, no, I just realized something. The reason why things make money in Vegas is because everything has a casino in them. The Sphere doesn't.
Yeah, just put a casino in the Sphere.
No, actually, for real, put a casino in the Sphere.
You had to have the privilege of paying extra for a hotel room at a casino in Vegas so that you
To
can
see
look
the
at
Sphere.
and have ads blasted at you all night.
Did you? I'm guessing you watched the Eddie Burback video.
I absolutely watched the Eddie Burback video, and that was so egregious. Like, it's like a fucking landmark, and it's like, bruh.
But it's
Like,
an
when
ad.
I
No, well,
visited-
no. I mean, the worst part is like it's not only just the fact that it has ads, but the ads are saying that it has available ad space, which I
Yeah.
think is the worst. Which is actually the worst part of that.
That's common with lots of advertising, though. There's lots of billboard. Like around here, there's a lot of billboards that say, "Does advertising work? It just did. Call this number or visit this website."
Yeah, but like for a gigantic fucking sphere,
Well,
you'd
they
expect
can- they
people
can,
to like.
change it.
I know, but I'm like, you'd expect people to be lining up all over the place to get their advertisement or brand on the sphere
Because you know what the biggest fucking thing.
because
for-
everyone is
like-
very
like,
clearly going to
it-
see
it-
the sphere.
It works in the same way Times Square works for like YouTubers. It's like, oh, it's kind of like a moment, you know? Like, oh, we're on the fucking sphere, and the sphere's like kind of this big gimmick. But like,
It
then
is a
people,
big
like,
gimmick, but it's
stop
not like-
giving a shit.
People did stop giving a shit. They really need to advertise it more as a venue space because it's a good venue space.
Well, they've done. Apparently, it is based on the Burbank video. It's like,
There was
oh,
a Dead Mouse concert. There was a
there are
Dead
s-
Mouse concert in the sphere. That thing looked fucking dope.
Yeah, and then there was also a U2 concert. And apparently, it sucked.
And that wasn't dope because that's more because it's YouTube. They wanted to
There
build
was
one
also
in
a
London, but they
movie
pulled
that's
out because of
supposed
the
to-
mayor of the city wasn't in love with the idea. I would assume so
Yeah.
because they already have well, if we're talking about London in particular, they have two egregious looking buildings anyway, that people look at and go for purposes of tourism anyway. Both of which, I mean, the London Eye, which technically isn't a building but still is part of the skyline, and also the Pickle
Well, okay. the
Gherkin. I
important
forgot
thing
what
is-
it's called.
Is the sphere is an ad platform. Like, also the sphere, like, from what I understand, not all of the seats inside of the sphere can see the entire sphere, which is weird and
Because it's a
make sense.
sphere. Wait,
no,
that
I'm
means
saying
wait.
half the sphere is used for the show, right, on the inside, and the other half
Right.
is the seats. There are seats in the sphere that cannot see the entirety of the other side of the sphere. There is that like JPEG of like that picture you see of the baseball stadium where there's just a pillar in front of like 3 seats, and those seats are cheap as fuck because nobody ever wants to sit there.
Because you're in a fucking yeah.
Yeah, because you're sitting behind a pillar.
And it's not
you can't see
advertised
anything.
whatsoever.
It's advertised, but it's usually in the case of the sphere, it's not advertised. They did not tell people.
Why can't they just change it out to be something funnier? Why can't it just be the cube? It would have been funny. They
I
could have
imagine-
they could have made it normal and it would be funny.
The cube would have probably been seen as less of a gimmick and harder to sell to some weirdo.
It would have
And
been
to be fair, Vegas has its own special brand of strange.
That is true. Vegas does have a very special brand of just weird shit. But they can be egregious because it's Vegas, baby.
Yeah, Vegas gets away with like a tiny Eiffel Tower and statue.
And a roller coaster. Next to a Statue of Liberty, next to a Sphinx, next to a gigantic ass clown tent, next
and
to
a roller coaster on top of a tower that's like hundreds of feet in the air.
Yeah, that's the one with the Statue of Liberty. I'm pretty sure. Next
Yeah.
to a giant Greek temple. Next
So,
to
are you
oh my
talking about
god.
Caesar's palace is Roman, not Greek.
I might have mistaken that with like something else, but you're right. You're right. I just don't remember what they all are. Also, next to gigantic water fountains that go off every 5 minutes. Next to a giant fucking...
which is covered in LEDs on the ceiling of an open air mall.
Next to a giant fucking pyramid with a glowing top with an esports arena on the inside.
Oh god, I forgot about the HyperX esports arena.
I went there. It's actually nice.
Also,
if you're not there for esports.
Did you know that the biggest fucking Warhammer 40k tournament of the year is in Vegas, and it's at one of the B-tier big hotels that's not on the strip?
No, it's not even. It's off strip.
It's in Vegas, but it's off strip. They couldn't.
They're fucked.
Games Workshop sells their figurines for too much money for them to.
For that to be off the strip. Yeah, that's off. Well, no, maybe they're appealing to their fan base. Everybody bought all the figurines and they're all poor, so they have to go to an off-strip hotel instead.
How much?
Like, do you know what hotel it was? Because I could probably tell you. I could look and see how bad it is. We could look and see how bad it is.
I'll look it up. Give me a second.
Oh my god, I just forgot one of the...
Wait, I'm looking at Caesar's Palace, actually. You can get some rooms for actually relatively affordable.
Oh, no, well, the ones on... They're... Oh...
You can get some fuck you expensive rooms that are...
No, you can get really good ones because the obvious...
There's one that's like the Coliseum Prime Suite with 2 queens and a pool table. It's 1,050 square feet. The Augustus Premium Suite with a king bed, and it's 1,096 plus square feet. Yeah, some of these are 1,000 a night.
Well, I mean, like some of them that are.
Wait, why is there a Japanese-themed fucking suite in a Roman-themed casino?
Oh, they don't give a shit anymore. No.
The Nobu Hakone Suite, inspired by the Fuki Hakone National Park. This
I need to look at this.
Las Vegas suite transports the beauty of Japan to the heart of the strip.
To be fair, they Caesar's Palace went from,
Rome.
Go wild like an emperor or whatever. I forgot their actual branding.
Something like that.
Or it was like, experience luxury like an emperor or whatever. Into like history in general and like enjoy history.
I guess that's kind of neat.
Because they had like we should watch.
They have to still call it Caesar's Palace because that's what everyone knows it as.
Well, yeah,
because one of the amenities is you have a 55-inch LCD TV. Come on, y'all, you can.
Why do you care when you're not going to be in the hotel room? Unless you're in the hotel room.
Fair, but why would you spend a ton on a hotel room if you're not gonna fucking like stay in it for a good chunk at the time? Like, it's 1,000 square foot hotel room, which the most important benefit that isn't like something you do with your partner related seems to be, well, it is technically, I guess, still something you do with your partner, is priority seating at the Nobu restaurant, which I don't even know what that is. It sounds like it's a Japanese place.
It's Japanese. It's...
All right. Oh, yeah, it's a Japanese, like, seems like it's actually a sizable Japanese chain restaurant.
Chain?
It's international.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They have 3 in Vegas. They have the one Virgin Hotel, Caesar's Palace, and the Paris. Oh, okay, no, but this is like, okay, it's a chain, but it's not like Shogun, right?
Okay.
Like it's like Ruth Chris. It's like expensive.
That's still like, we could do better.
Okay, what's the menu? Let me see the menu. What's the dinner menu? Edamame is $9.
Nope. No.
You can get 2 pieces of black cod butter lettuce for $18.
Black cod and butter lettuce for 8. Oh my god.
What? Let's see. Name me a dish. What should we?
Ooh. Search up anything with tempura in it. Look up something fried.
Control F. Tempura. Okay, the rock shrimp tempura with butter ponzu or creamy spicy is $32. Lobster tempura amazu ponzu is $38.
You're fucking frying deep. You're deep frying lobster for $38.
2 pieces of tempura shrimp is $16.
Those things be as long as my arm. Oh,
What's
crab.
omakase?
Omakase is. That sounds familiar. I just need to remember.
Oh, you leave it to the chef. Okay. Oh, but you have to order 2. Okay, it says minimum 2 per table, but then it says $195. So is that total or is that per person?
No, that's wait. Read that over again.
Omakase, minimum 2 per table, $195.
That's $195 for one.
That means I have to spend over
$300.
Over 400, like close to $400, maybe more. Japanese A5 Wagyu, choice of styles, $40 per ounce. You can get flambe 4 ounce minimum for, I guess, fuck, what would that be? That would be what, $80?
Per ounce?
Or no, that's double. 4 times 4, that's what,
160.
Yeah, $160 for a 4 ounce.
For a 4 ounce steak.
Bombay A5.
I've had a 6 ounce.
That shit better be
Wagyu.
flash frozen from Japan, or from a cow that you shipped from Japan and killed in front of me.
Oh, and they can't do that actually.
You know, I know they can't do that.
No, as in like Wagyu, Japanese Wagyu cows are not allowed to be exported out of the country.
I'm pretty sure that's no longer true.
I'm pretty sure that's true. There's American Wagyu, but
Yeah,
that's
American
not.
Wagyu is descended from Japanese Wagyu cows.
Yeah, but and they're
to
hybrids.
advertise as Wagyu, they have to be. I'm not saying they're like as good as the Japanese ones, but it does
They also
exist.
a certification for authentic Wagyu also needs to be there as well in the
Yeah, you could. My grandparents bought some Wagyu that was certified. It has to be at least 55%, I believe.
Oh no, no, not for purchasing. I meant for eating. There has to be a certification like on the restaurant saying that this place serves authentic
They got
Wagyu.
theirs from a butcher.
Or like they have a sourced butcher that is, you know. You gotta trace that shit.
Almond miso cheesecake for $15, which is a little more reasonable.
That sounds like something I would get out of the Cheesecake Factory.
Mochi, 3 pieces of mochi ice cream for $12.
$4 each. That sounds right.
I can get a latte for $7. It's only like $1.50 more than I pay at Starbucks.
I can walk 30 feet to a Starbucks. I hate Vegas sometimes. And I'm like, I hate Vegas, but also I want to go back there.
This is the location closest to me.
No. How's the Vegas location?
Oh boy, let me pull it up. Let's find out what the Caesar's Palace location is like.
Like, it better have like a 5-course meal and give me a massage.
Fancy restaurant. All right.
It better give me a massage afterwards.
I love that they have gift cards. It's like, I guess, sure. That's
gift cards imply that you go there regularly and have enough money to do this again, which never really seems like what people would.
Chef Nobu Matsuhisa will cook at the Golden Globes. Okay.
Wow, the Golden Globes is very Asian.
He's cooking at it. It's not like he's presenting. All right, they have a dinner menu and they have a teppanyaki menu.
Look at the dinner menu.
All right, what do you want me to look up?
Same thing with the fried stuff. I want to see if there's anything more expensive that's egregiously fried. Come on. Oh my god.
Sea bass tempura is $60.
You don't fucking fry a sea bass.
Tofu tempura with Nobu sauce is $20.
That's literally
shrimp.
just tofu.
Shrimp tempura 16. Shojin vegetable selection 7-piece $18. Lobster tempura is $150 dues. Shrimp and vegetable selection for $40.
Shrimp and vegetables for $40.
You can get a kelp salad for $15. Fuck off.
I could go to the fucking Krusty Krab and get one for less.
You can get edamame for $10.
I'm gonna.
It's worse than the local to me. That's the Vegas tax, baby. Oh god, the Wagyu is more expensive too. It's $55 an ounce.
To be honest, it better be.
Well, the one closer to me is $40.
Maybe it's because they have to ship it inland. I don't know.
Maybe. But Vegas is closer to Japan than I am.
Logistics are a bitch. I'm just gonna say
I
that.
guess I would think Vegas would be a great place to ship that, but I mean, I guess the cows are probably raised and killed here. Although it says Japanese specifically, so I don't know.
So they
Astros
can't.
Nested that. What's that mean? Oh, it's just saying if it's raw or undercooked, it's dangerous. Okay.
The huge.
How about some sushi maki? Spicy tuna is $17. A California roll for $25.
$25 the margins on this shit.
Nobu cup sushi, $10 per cup, 4-cup minimum. You can get salmon eggs.
I'm so
You can
bored.
get a single piece of jumbo clam for $15.
That one sounds reasonable. Hear me out.
You can
That
get
one sounds
a single
reasonable.
piece of octopus for $8.
That's octopus is not special. But damn.
You can get wait. That can't be right. It says fresh wasabi for $28.
No, that sounds right. Do you not know?
Oh, apparently for omakase, it's a per person tasting menu and requires participation of the entire table, and you have to go to dinner before 9 p.m.
That okay, so that's just a tasting table. That makes sense.
It doesn't
Also-
tell you what the price is.
$1 bazillion.
And you can choose to have a vegetarian tasting table in case you're a fucking weirdo.
You could literally only do so much about vegetarian and Japan. From my understanding, at least.
Omakase is $250 and comes with spicy edamame, saten mori, which is kampachi, salmon belly, and Thai.
Sounds okay.
Spinach salad with yuzu truffle dressing, Hokkaido scallop with cucumber mint salsa, Glacier 51 Chilean sea bass with yuzu tamarind, lobster tail with chili butter, Jidori chicken with yuzu, koshu, and baby corn, Miyazaki A5 Wagyu, fried rice, corn cake, which comes with creme fraiche gelato, and lilikoi butter.
That sounds all right
It's $250.
per person, right?
Seems like it.
Minimum. Did it say minimum?
All guest dining must order from it.
So a multiple of that much money.
No substitutions. For reservations, book through our website, and it is all made by the head chef.
That's nice, but also okay.
Though to be fair, some of these pictures look really fucking good. I'm sure the wait staff love working here because they probably get paid a fuck ton.
I'd hope so.
Maybe not in their actual wages, of course, in tips.
That too. I would hope those staff get paid well.
Well, from my understanding, the only people who like tips at all are people who work at like steakhouses and other places like that because of
It's
the
so
price per
expensive
head.
in percentages. It goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, the price per head is so high that you're basically making middle class wages for the most part.
That's nice. A little
It's
depressing,
like,
but
it's
that's
like,
nice.
yeah, you're a waiter at age 50, but you get paid like $50,000 a year in tips, so who cares?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, do you work anywhere else besides a steakhouse or fancy restaurant? Well, get fucked, I guess. Enjoy poverty.
I do. Oh, we should. At some point we should watch. There is a video about a restaurant in Caesar's Palace that was discontinued, which was basically a mix between a magician show and a dining experience. Because magic shows were all the rage at that time. It's interesting because of just how weird, I suppose, the now weird concept is. Oh, dang it.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how integrated all of these, like, I guess it makes sense for what are functionally like entertainment / travel companies, but like, Jesus, I did not realize how vertically integrated these guys are.
Caesars?
Not just Caesars, but yeah. Anyway, let me find where that
All of
fucking
them?
Warhammer tournament was.
Yeah, I need to. I want to know where the tournament was.
What was that one that fucking fucking Channel 5 went to for the pickup artist one?
That was just like a hotel in.
No, that was a hotel casino, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was a hotel casino, but it was also, I think, off strip.
Okay.
I think it was off strip. I remember going to it because it was the only place. It was the only place I saw that I had a memory that I actually liked. What as a kid, that being going to the little place where they had games and they had a version of they had F-Zero GX in arcade. Because that's, I guess, a notable memory for me. It was the only time I played F-Zero GX arcade. It was good.
Okay.
I recommend it. I wish I was able to play it more because it had nice feedback and stuff, and I like racing.
Oh, the venue is the Rio.
Oh. Wait. For the
The Warhammer.
Wait a minute.
It's next to the Penn and Teller Theater.
I don't. Wait, is that where FanFest was? Shoot.
I don't know.
That may have been where FanFest was when I went. No. Okay. Yeah, I think that was part of FanFest. Oh boy. The area's not bad. It's, again, still just a little bit off script? No, off strip. But not too bad. Ooh, rainbow.
Okay, so this is from a 2022 video, and so apparently half of the restaurants in the Rio were closed at the time the tournament was being held in 2022. So his options for food were 3 options: Smash Burger. So
Burger.
like he said, since it's a gaming convention, that was a lot of people's default choice for every meal they had. He said there was a generic cheeseburger stand that sold tinfoil wrapped cheeseburgers for $11 that you see at every convention. Y'all all
Okay.
know what I'm talking about. And then a Starbucks.
That's awful.
Oh, and he said the Starbucks basically perpetually had a 50+% line.
Because of course it did. That's awful. I need to remember that conventions in Vegas are bad. I should like... And I say that, I'm like, I can't wait to go to CES. I say as
also apparently in between game 1 and 2, the lunch break you get is 45 minutes.
You are not... No, that should be an hour.
And since it's not on the strip,
You're
can't get the food yourself. There's nowhere to go. You have to drive there because you can't walk, because Vegas, ironically, is not a walkable city.
Oh, it's walkable on the strip.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. Every downtown in nearly every city in America.
Yeah,
is
it's walkable on the strip,
outside
but that
of
doesn't count.
That it's not.
Also, getting to the walkable part of the strip is fucking wild. I know, I remember this. It was bad. It sucked. Ooh. Prevent the first time you take lethal damage.
Apparently, he had to Uber Eats his breakfast on the second day
I...
to the hotel.
That's so... I had to... Well, I had to Uber Eats pizza when I was there. Despite there being a Subway below us, but it was probably closed. Whatever.
Where does Evo hold its?
I don't know.
Oh, Evo is at Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay
So
Bay.
it's on the strip.
Yeah, no, Evo's good. Doink.
Also, shout out to Evo for winning Best Esports Event at the Game Awards.
Shout out to Evo for being good.
As it should.
Ooh. Just shout out to Evo for being good. Oh. Ooh, what is this one? Okay. Go. Jump. Oh, yes. Ah, shielded enemies. How much I just really hate you. Come on. No! Oh.
Alright, what does the Rio have to offer? Oh, apparently they're redoing a lot of their shit, so that's gonna definitely affect things.
I'm kind of glad.
I mean, it seems like the big offering is you can get group dining, a pool, and Penn and Teller. Which, don't get me wrong, Penn and Teller are pretty great, but
Penn and Teller are pretty great.
and you can bet on sports events, go to slots, play table games. What is the food and drink options?
They're being really vague, and there's like no. All I can hear in my head is like, man, they haven't had any unique dining experiences yet, have they?
Canteen food hall. What? This looks like a cafeteria.
Correct.
A cafeteria for people who don't want to believe they're eating at a cafeteria because they cheaped out on their fucking casino.
Again, correct. You are right.
Okay, they are just remodeling the entire casino, it seems like.
So it sounds like no new like unique experiences.
The Canteen Food Hall, a new era of flavor, awakening, January 2024.
It's a food court.
It's awakening.
It's literally a food court. which is good,
Wait,
but
oh,
also
they have Guy Fieri's El Burro Borracho.
nope, 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 nope.
Traditional Mexican with a Guy Fieri twist. Signature margaritas, enchiladas, frozen cocktails, all served up with a colorful, casual vibe.
Nothing about Guy Fieri's restaurant, none of it, will ever be considered
I also
traditional
love this.
Mexican.
Voodoo Steak, an upscale restaurant offering prime steaks, fresh seafood, iconic cocktails, and one of the best views of the Las Vegas Strip.
I could get a view of the Las Vegas Strip by going outside and looking.
No, you can't because you're not on the Strip.
Fuck,
You
you're
have to
right.
drive there at the Rio. What
You're
else?
right,
They
and that
have
sucks.
Starbucks,
Woo!
Sports
Starbucks.
Deli, which makes burgers, pizzas, homemade sandwiches, and other comfort foods.
That's
All American Bar and Grill, a modern steakhouse and sports bar, dry-aged Angus steak, fresh seafood burgers, and down-home comfort food. All served with a side of Southern hospitality. They have Hash A Go-Go, farm-fresh ingredients and delicious twists on traditional brunch, creative menu offerings, oversized portions, and one-of-a-kind presentations.
so Instagram brunch is what I just
Pho
heard.
Da Nang, Asian fusion that pops with bold flavor, from Vietnamese classics like pho and banh mi to Chinese-inspired dishes like lo mein and chow fun. It's all here. This sounds like the cheap Asian foods.
It's all here. Such a I'm like, I would never want to
KG
advertise
dim
some sort.
sum. Choose from signature favorites such as dim sum cards, bring mouth-watering dishes to you, and fresh seafood
Okay,
straight to your table.
Okay, dim sum, that's good. I'm okay with dim sum.
Kang's Kitchen, authentic Korean barbecue at a high-energy eatery featuring a collection of tabletop grills.
That
That's
sounds
probably fine.
That's fine.
Royal India Buffet. Experience India's robust flavors with an all-you-can-eat lunch and dinner buffet. An authentic kitchen tandoor serves up traditional dishes like chicken tikka. That's not a traditional dish. Chicken tikka masala, sang paneer, and fire-baked naan. And then they have Smash Burger. If you don't know what Smash Burger is,
And then
go to Smash Burger. It's a pretty good chain burger restaurant. It's not fast food, but it is a chain.
Better than nothing.
Wow, there's only
Smash
3 bars. The bars and lounges include the Lobby Bar, Masquerade Bar, and Sportsbook and Bar, which is where you go to get your sports gambling fix, I guess.
In comparison to all the other advertised places where you can quote unquote get your sports fix, which is all of them.
All right, what's the group dining options? There aren't a ton. Canteen Food Hall contains Southland Burrito Company,
Burrito.
Shogun Ramen, Tony Luke's, which is looks like they sell Philadelphia style cheesesteaks. Tender Crush, which is, oh my god, this description. Ever heard of NYC fried chicken? You're about to crush on recipes inspired by NYC's diverse neighborhoods. Harlem
That's-
Hot, Brooklyn Barbecue, Thai Queens, and more. Crunch into tenders, sandwiches, and sides, plus sweets from Coney Island Boardwalk.
That just sounds like someone
This is
Absolute-
for the NYC
someone
fart sniffer.
someone absolutely made that up.
They did. I don't think, like, I'm sure there's good hot chicken in New York City, but the city's not known for it.
It isn't.
Nama Nama, which is street food style sushi. You can get one of a kind nitro matcha green tea.
Nitro?
There's also Attaboy Burger. Your search for the best burger in Vegas ends here.
I feel like I've heard of that place. Damn. A lot of these are just remembering like the time I went to Vegas once.
These sound like restaurants that are designed to be eye-catching for people who don't really know about the cultures of the food that they're eating and just want a good food to eat and get drunk at, and that's totally fine. It's just that's everything.
There's like the Heart Attack Grill too, you know.
I mean, hey, you're going there for the experience. That's entertainment in its own right.
I guess you're right. All right, hold on. Let's get out of here. We actually just hit our time, and I didn't even
We just
finish.
talked about bullshit for 2 hours.
That's like the point of 90% of these.
I suppose.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Tomorrow's stream, Tetris, as usual. Thursday is gonna be,
forgot.
14, Final Fantasy. I forgot.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna catch. I still need to catch up, so I don't have everything up to date. But that was all good. And of course, make sure you save before you go. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and bye-bye now.
Bye bye.
And read. And my throat hurts when I swallow. It's weird. Nah, it's just I drank a lot. I don't know if this is related, but I drank a lot of like. Oh, I'm still. Nope, still talking. Oops.